Hey Arnie, we're here to see your gym and fridge.
Men's Health just recently interviewed Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the video has created quite some controversy. Not because Arnold looks like a 50-year-old while being 72, and not because Arnold has like a skull as a ring, but because it turned out that Arnold is less vegan than some of us may have thought before.
Alright Arnold, we're here to see your fridge. You ready? Let's do it.
What is it exactly that you want to see in the fridge? You just want to see the food? Or do you want to bust me because I'm not 100% vegan? Or what is it that you're up to? Follow me. Now there's an egg, a raw egg that we put in there. Well, actually, I like to put in the whole egg.
Now for most vegans, this was a shock. Most vegans were outraged. I mean, just look at what Arnold said in the Game Changers movie just like 3 months ago.
One and only Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I ate a lot of meat. They showed us commercials.
Steak, that's what a man eats.
Selling that idea that real men eat meat.
Serious man food.
But you got to understand, that's marketing. That's not based on reality.
But for me, it really wasn't. For your boy QG, it really wasn't. Today we're going to look at the most important scenes from the Men's Health footage, and I'm going to tell you 3 points why I saw this coming.
So anyway, this is the refrigerator in my office. We have here fruits, we have vegetables. We have one of my favorite things that when it gets hot, I have watermelons, cut up watermelons. We have, of course, the Radler.
So this is Arnold showing his fridge, but have you realized that this is not how a fridge, especially in an office, tends to look like? Do you really think on a normal workday the watermelons are actually cut up like this and everything is prepared to look that fancy? Obviously, Men's Health and Arnold took their time out to prepare the fridge exactly to their liking. Which means what you see in the fridge following is probably not what Arnold eats in a typical day. It could be less animal products or it could be more animal products. We don't really know. Now the reason Arnie does this is because he's a public figure. Arnie is smart. Arnie is literally a politician. Arnie knows exactly what he needs to say to make the public like him. And it worked. Just look at the like to dislike ratio of the video. People love that the governor is not pushing his vegan agenda in that video. But to some degree I can understand the behavior of Arnie, as it minimizes occurrences just such as this.
What is this?
Come here.
This is literally a guy giving a drop kick to Arnold in South Africa. Now why am I showing you this? Because most people underestimate which kind of threats or security concerns a public figure deals with. So one of the reasons Arnie isn't as extreme as we would like him to be is simply because of the outreach that he has. Another thing that we see in this clip is that Arnie is just an extreme troll.
And now I eat more, like oatmeals and greens and vegetables and healthy food. Stay away more from the meats and more from animal products, animal proteins, because there was this misconception it's the only way you get big and strong. So now I backed off that and I feel much better by being more on greens.
Do you cook at all?
Yeah, of course. My favorite thing to cook is, of course, steak.
So on one hand, Arnie is claiming that he stays away from animal products. But then his favorite thing to cook is steak? Sure, Arnold. I mean, come on guys. We see this multiple times during the entire video.
Do you drink cow's milk?
I would say that I hate cow's milk. I drink almond milk. This is much better.
What other foods do you hate?
I don't really hate much of anything.
So on one hand, he's claiming that he hates cow's milk. But on the other hand, he claims that he doesn't hate anything? Seriously guys, Why are we not seeing that this video is an entire troll video? See, I like Arnold, but what we need to realize is that he's not our hero. If you have ever seen the Pumping Iron movie, and if you know anything about psychology, you know what I'm talking about. While some footages of the Pumping Iron movie are obviously staged, Arnie displays strong traits of psychopathy, Machiavellianism and narcissism. I would go on to conclude that he's pretty close to a sociopath. Let's look at a Pumping Iron scene right here.
At the day of the contest, if he comes in his best shape and he's equally as good as I am, or if, let's say, he's a few percent better as I am, I spend with him one night. I go downstairs and put us together in a room, you know, to help him for tomorrow's contest. And that night, he will never forget. He will be ready to lose. I mean, I would just talk him into that. That's no problem to do, you know. And so all those things, you know, are available. And so if they're available, you might as well use them. Franco is pretty smart, but Franco is a child. And when it comes to the day of the contest, I'm his father. He comes to me for advices. So it's not that hard for me to give him the wrong advices.
And we see similar behavior in the men's health footage.
Well, a lot of times my bodybuilding friends come over to my kitchen or come over here to this office, and they want to, of course, eat the delicious food because they all want to look like me. It's never gonna happen. I love that. Anyway.
I mean, no one thinks that it's quite a narcissistic trait to have your own statue in your office. Conclusion: Arnold Schwarzenegger is not a vegan. He's a public figure, a troll, and not the hero that will bring veganism further. The men's health footage means nothing, and it's obvious that the entire thing was staged from the beginning. Arnie might eat more meat in reality or less. See, the thing about the Terminator is that we probably will never know. It's likely though that he minimizes animal food consumption for personal health reasons, and might even claim publicly that he does so for the animals. But in the end, what Arnie truly is a politician.
The mission of this YouTube channel is to put veganism across the goal line. If you want to help us achieve that, like and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Let's make food production great again.